All right, so we're back. So the first thing I noticed when I put these together is that one of my pockets are longer than the other. So that cannot happen, all right? So I need to fix that, and I'd like you to examine yours and make sure that the length is perfect. All right. I let these go thinking maybe it was these flaps or something like that, but no. They're just crooked, guys. No, nothing crooked, my friends. Nothing. All right, so then here was another little problem. And that was just all in the cutting. So, because the top one is shorter, so that means I have to make the bottom one. The bottom one is the one that I need to adjust. So I'm going to take this paper clip and paper clip these 1, 2, 3 layers together, just to make sure that nothing shifts and my other side is even. Okay. So I could get rid of this paper clip for now. So this is fine. This one's fine. It's this one. So, oh, look at that. I'm already cut into there already. How perfect. So I'm just going to bring it over to the side to even everything out. And then I'm going to fold. And now everything is nice and even. Let's check this top one. Let's check this one. We're making all sorts of creases here, so we have to keep those creases. And just cut off whatever's necessary, okay? Don't be afraid to cut something off because you need something else to line up. Don't be afraid. It is okay. I do it all the time. Okay, so now we can go back to paper clipping the way that everything should be, our 2 pockets. Okay, so here we got 1. Okay. I may have to cut one of those down. Nope, that's wrong. So where this one is folding, somehow one is longer. How the heck did that happen? Oh, here, this is why. I was like, how did that happen? It grew. This bag has magical powers. Right now, my other side is a little bit off now, so I got to fix that side. It's just a teeny bit, but it's enough to make me nuts. All right, so I have to fix those things. I always say there's some things I can live with and some things I can't. And that is one thing I can live with. Cricket. Cricket, cricket, cricket. And it may just trickle over all the way down to the next one. And again, I'm okay with that to fix it. But just make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Not that I'm adjusting things and they don't need it. Right? That's why the paper clipping is absolutely important. All right, here we go. That looks pretty good. All right, and now the other one. So this side and this side seems to be off by a hair. And then the other side seems to be a little bit longer. A little bit shorter, excuse me. All right, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. And now this side, let's see what we got over here. So it's just a little bit longer on that side. Just tapering that a little bit more and cutting off these little pieces that I absolutely do not need, that are just going to create bulk in my project. Okay. So now let me just line up one side so then I can do the other. And that I'm not happy with. So that one's lined up. I have to live with that one. Okay, I'm living with it, guys. So I'm going to line this side up. And I will then align this side. Let's see. And it's all by a teeny bit. So you probably could be like, really, Kathy? But it looks sloppy once you start matting. It really does. So I don't want that. Just because it's a paper bag doesn't mean it's got to look like a paper bag. You know, it has to be shabby. I know shabby sometimes is good, but not in this case. All right, so I'm confident that I am lined up, okay? If this later on is not aligned, then this paper bag is growing, all right? And that's not good. All right, my friends. So before, next step is we're going to slit this by about 1/4 of an inch, okay? And this one is going to be a little tough because I did a bang-up job there. And I want you to fold this over by that 1/4 of an inch, and I want you to glue it down. Well, shall we commit to gluing? We'll see. Don't glue it just yet. We can't commit to gluing just yet. Sorry. No commitments. No commitments. Just fold that over by 1/4 of an inch. And this side, the same thing. I can't do a lot for this side, but I will do my best. I'm going to have a little kink there. I mean, they don't have to be exactly even. This one could be a little shorter. Yeah, I really don't want to go shorter, but I just may have to, because I did a bang-up job there. I really need this to look good. Okay, so there's that. All right, so I'm not going to, now of course this I can commit to because this cannot stay like that. This will have to get evened out, all right? And cuts right there. Come to mama. And let me see something very quickly. So that will go, let me see something. Okay, I'm not sure yet that we're gonna align this one as well. But what I can tell you is, I want you to measure with this folded 7.5 inches. And you're gonna make marks, and you are going to fold this entire thing over this piece, all the way over. And that's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Seven and a half inches all the way across, please. All right, we're getting somewhere. Is it looking like something? I think it's looking like something. All right, next. So this is going to be glued. I have to cut this down because this is all jacked up. Well, I guess I don't have to. I guess I could put pattern paper there to cover that up. We'll see what happens. But you want to make sure that it's nice and even and that everything is hunky-dory. All right. That is a long piece of paper. Okay, so now let me think. Okay, so we fold this over. I do have to cut this, so that will not be my line. This is my line right there. Yep. All right, so I'm going to fold it, align it with the bags over here, okay? That's what we're doing. Or with, not the bag, sorry, with the bag itself. Line it up there. Stay still. Do not Now I want you to make a mark because everything I do revolves around photos. We're going to do things at 4 1/4. Okay, so let's make a mark at 4 1/4. Okay, and on the other side 4 1/4. And you're going to fold down at that 4 1/4 inch line. And you can leave your ruler there and then fold it if you want to. Okay, now you got to keep all your lines straight. When you fold down, it's going to tend to want to go somewhere else. Don't let it. All right, just line everything up and then fold it down, right? Fold it down and then you realign everything and see how you can kind of rescore, if you will. All right, and you can use a bone folder for this. So just make sure everything continues to line up. That's super important. All right, now that we folded there, that 4 1/4 inch line, let me see that I'm even. I'm a little 4 3/8 of an inch. I folded at 4 3/8 of an inch, guys. See, I'm right a little above the line. So now you're going to fold back at approximately 3/8 of an inch or a 1/2 an inch, you know. Let me think. Am I saying this right? No, I'm sorry. You're gonna take a piece of paper. You're gonna take the paper and you're gonna fold back just enough to make it to that mark that you made. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Sorry. Make to right to that 4 1/4 inch mark. So it's about, not so much. All right. So just fold it back. You should have a pleat. Okay, and I should have more because I'm folding at 4 1/4. So I'm gonna refold at my 4 1/4. I can't leave it like that. So here's what I'm going to do. Refold at 4 1/4. This is why the scoring tool comes in handy, but there's just no way I can get this giant thing in a scoring tool. I can, but not in a video. It's going to be a hot mess. So it's going to be a hot mess. Okay, so now I'm at 4 1/4. Now I'm going to fold back. Right? Now I'm going to take my cards, my paper, and just, fold over a little bit and fold back. Why is this not working? You know why? I know why it's not working. Because I'm a dork. So there is our 4 1/4 inch line. We're going to fold over about a 1/2 an inch. Oh my gosh. Like, why is this not working? Away from the 1/4 inch line and then come back up and fold at the 4 1/4 inch line, and then that should give you about a 1/4 of an inch fold. Okay, sorry, like, why is this not working? All right, so hold everything in place and then crease. And I don't know why I cannot get to that 4 1/4 inch line. How annoying. I just miss it by a hair. And it's even. I do not know why I can't. So I'm just going to keep on shimmying down until I make it. There's so many creases in this bag that it just wants to crease wherever it wants to crease. I got to paper clip it here because it keeps on moving down. Okay, right there. And right there. So about a 1/2 an inch over on that 4 1/4 inch line. All right, so you fold at that 4 1/4 inch line, and then approximately a 1/2 an inch, you're going to fold. All right, so I'm just making that line right there. Okay, because I need to be there. All right, let's start again. So from that 4 1/4 inch line, I want you to move up about a 1/2 an inch, right? So that would be around there. And I want you to fold down, right? Make sure everything is lined up. And now you're going to fold back up. And when you fold back up, your crease should hit that 4 1/4 inch line. Okay. Finally, I got it. Almost. Let me not get too excited. This may be a little challenging. There's just so many creases in the bag that it's hard to get it to crease where you want it. But it's doable, obviously. You just have to have patience with the bag, people. All right, I got it. And I'm still lined up. Lovely. Let me burnish that just to reinforce that specific line. And look, I'm still not at my 4 1/4 inch line. How annoying. Let me see something. I can't get it to fold right where I want it to fold. I like to have this level. Oh, it's actually leveled. Okay, all right, fine. All right. Maybe I was off in my mark. Whatever. Okay, so now you're going to measure again from this fold up to 4 1/4 inches. And this could be any size, depending on what you're making. All right. I like to make everything for photos. And when I can, I try to work that in. And I absolutely can in this project. So that's what we're doing, my friends. Okay, so now we're folding down on that 4 1/4 inch line just to get that going. Let me turn this so I can get a good, very, very good. All right, got that. So much easier when you use your bone folder. Okay, now unfold. Now about a 1/2 inch away, you're going to crease again. Then you're going to fold back up and crease again at the 4 1/4 inch line. Hopefully that all makes sense. Hallelujah. We are there, folks. Burnish. 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 Burnish, 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 burnish. Okay. Here we got some pockets going here. So now we have to create the pockets. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to unfold. Let me make sure I do this right. Just wait, all right? Don't do it yet. Just wait for me. So make sure you don't cut the bottom layer, all right? You're only cutting the top layer. Or in this case, if you open it, you're cutting the long layer, not the short layer, if we have the same exact bag. So you're cutting on the 1/2 inch, right? On the 1/2 inch line, you're cutting. This one has so many creases. Let me do this one that barely has any creases. So we cut here in the middle. This flap goes in and that flap goes that way. Yeah, okay. So you're going to cut on the 1/2 inch line. So you're pretty much a 1/2 inch away from your pencil mark, your 4 1/4 inch pencil mark. Don't cut that bottom piece, please. Go all the way to the bottom. Ta-da! Separate that to that, the next fold, and here you separate it to that 4 1/4 inch fold. Now, you're going to fold this in. Oh gosh, another fold. This one is tough because there's so many folds in this one area that it doesn't want to do what I want it to do, but we're going to make it do what I want it to do. All right, so now we created a pocket here. Okay. Gosh, how was I so off there? It's impossible. No, I guess something's wrong here. Because when I go like that, oh no, it's a little. No, not all my bubbles are in the center. All right, something's off. Let's see. Ruler never lies. Ruler never lies. Yeah, it's off on that side only. Okay, we don't want to be all crooked. Okay, so this is my fold. All right, just wanted to be sure. All right, so there's my pocket for this side, and I'm going to taper right here. And here's my pocket for this side, and I'm going to taper right here. Okay, and then here, I don't know, we can do something fun there. And then over here, again, we're going to fold on that 1/2 inch line. Careful not to cut the back. Oh gosh, I'm going way off. Okay, now you're going to separate that. And separate this side. Ah! My arm is not meant to bend like that. All right. Oh, where am I in time? Oh, I'm 21 minutes. After we do this, we got to be done. So fold this. We wasted so much time folding. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I don't want to cut it off just yet. Because I can cut this piece off. This could be a flap going down, and I can do a tuck here, and then we'll have a tuck here. All right, so we're going to do that for sure, because there's nothing else to do there, really. All right, so that can fold down. All right, so I'm going to cut this off right here, that small piece. Okay, and I know I asked you to separate this, but that's okay. We can always glue it. Okay, that makes me nuts, that cut there. All right, so let's glue very quickly. Well, we're not gluing anything. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. I'm going to paper clip this down so it stays still. And let's fold it down to see what we got. All right, so, whoopsie, darn it, stay there. So when we fold down, we got a pocket here and a pocket here. This, what's going to wind up happening here is that you're going to taper and then you're going to mat and you won't see it. And for this, in this case, you're tapering from the crease, guys. For those of you who take my classes, you know we hardly ever taper from the crease. In this case, you will taper from the crease. Okay, so that's that. All right, so we've got some serious folding, gluing to do, but we're going to stop here. And when we come back, we're going to glue this down. I'm marrying this. We're committing to this. Oh, taper here too. And then we'll tackle the other side. All right? All right. See you in a little bit.